The button is pushed. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, everybody?
Welcome to the We Can't Pick Title podcast. Totally shout out to the...
Yeah, it's like an homage, right?
Expert.
Yeah, it's not a copying, a ripoff. It's an homage, right? Welcome.
Yeah. Dax would like it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be cool with it.
You guys are cool.
Yeah, good impression, you guys. That's what he'd say.
Yeah, because he knows we're comedians.
Yeah, young, up-and-coming comedians.
Well, and young. It's relative.
Young in the podcast world.
Yeah.
We'll say.
That's all we meant.
Mere babies. Yeah. Babes in the woods, the podcast woods.
Wet behind the ears still.
Little wet behind the ears, as they say.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
All right.
How's everybody doing this week? Proud of you for making it back. Glad you could join us.
Hey, you guys did an awesome job all week, I'm sure.
Just making it through.
Yeah.
Fucking high fives.
Yeah, good job. You made it back here.
Hopefully there were some fun parts.
Congratulations.
Some good parts.
Hope you had fun. That's always my thing, is having fun.
Yeah.
That's I say that instead of goodbye. I don't know if people out there know that yet.
Had at least one good time.
I think I did. Did I?
I
watched BattleBots. So that was a good time.
Oh my god.
Yay, BattleBots is back.
BattleBots in the world.
Anybody else out there a fan of BattleBots? Bobby hates it, so
I don't hate it. I'm not
you don't
emotionally invested in it.
Right. And almost
I care that you like it.
Do you? Do you? Or is it just like robots smashing each other? Because that's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's...
to me, I don't understand how anybody couldn't like it.
I'm not really a robot person.
No, but that's okay.
Robots don't get me hot.
But you don't like to see things just smash into each other?
No, it makes me think about having to clean them up.
Even if it's not your job to clean them up?
Yeah, probably about getting in trouble and the cost of replacing it. I got some shit I gotta work through.
I have to work through some of that there. Yeah, we'll get it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Be okay.
Podcast therapy.
Someone's gonna have to fix that,
Yeah, but it's all part of the fun.
Part of the fun for
engineering.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you love fixing stuff, don't you?
It's like people that play chess, they got to clear the chessboard to have another game. It's just part of the fun.
I guess it is.
Oh no, I guess it clears the board as you win or lose, depending on what side you're on.
Play a lot of chess, can you tell?
Apparently.
So much chess. More of a chest girl than a chess girl.
Play some chess.
Yeah. Big old boobies.
Oh, tickle bitties. Is that the
I think that's what
thing?
Boys say.
Yeah, some boys. Not me.
Not men.
No.
Boys.
Yeah, boys. Yeah.
Boys at heart.
Yeah. Juveniles. Delinquents, they call them.
Some of the D-gens.
D-gens from up country.
How's your delicious sounding water?
It's really good. Was that loud?
So quenchy.
I need a mute button just for drinking. Not coughing, just for drinking.
Well, you gotta keep those kissing juices hydrated, I guess.
Extra kissing juices. Speaking of coughing.
Uh-oh.
Today in the Bolski of power.
The Bolorama?
Yeah, we have unidentified, we'll say.
Oh, yeah, just some scraps from the bottom of a bag you found
in a little bag that was still sort of sealed, a cush.
And so we call it cush because we found it in the fucking cushions.
That's great.
Yeah, short for cushion.
Oh, I'm gonna use that next time.
Just
I got some real
good
cush here.
Spell it that way.
Yeah, cushions. That's great.
I don't know. Just joking around, you guys.
Anyway, it was in some bag, and it actually does smell like
One of our
kush,
bags? It wasn't like something at the bus stop you found?
No. I found it outside on the road, and I figured it's got to be good.
Yeah.
It's
this
organic.
Oregano's going to be great in our spaghetti, and then it was sucked in the spaghetti.
That's what organic means, right? If you just find it on the road or on the
if it just comes to you
ground.
naturally, that's probably what organic means.
Yeah, natural, organic, farm to table.
You weren't out there spraying pesticides on it.
No, I peed almost a little bit on
That's
it.
how you found it.
That's how I looked down. Oh, shit.
What's that plasticky sound? Oh, I didn't pee on it, though.
It was sealed really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely any pee on it at all.
Yeah.
You washed your hands.
I cleaned it with some bleach. It's fine. You get that ammonia and bleach mixture together. That's real good stuff.
Fuck yeah.
After a good nap, I woke up and...
A couple hours later...
Strange how that
Lungs
happens.
feel a little weird.
I've been having trouble sleeping lately, and that just, worked like a charm.
Don't do it, you guys.
Don't do that out there, people.
Did I tell you guys about the time that I bleached out the litter box?
No.
Yeah, I just did that one time. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, don't ever do that. Did you fall asleep in the litter box?
No, but I had to open we were living in a trailer at the time, and we had a dog Cleo, this Dalmatian. She was beautiful, but she would eat the cat shits out of the litter box. So we used to keep the litter box up on the dryer, which sounds gross. I mean, you just, take it out, take the litter box off the dryer and put it in the bathroom when you were doing.
As long as the dryer didn't shake all the litter off.
And heat it up and reek up the place.
Right, good call.
Yeah,
okay.
So the litter box had, I don't know if anybody's got a cat. Sometimes they wind up with, a little, I'm going to just call it a hard water deposit on the bottom, like a scaly
It's not poop?
crust. It's from the pee.
Oh, right, okay.
And you get, a little crystally.
It's like the ammonia
whatever.
mixes with the minerals in your water, and it's a whole science thing.
It's probably all the, whatever.
Cat science.
Calcium, whatever, kidney stone fragments or something coming out of the cat or whatever happens. Anyways, sometimes cat owners that have a litter box, they might have encountered this when your litter box is older. And you dump all the stuff out and there's still a little crust. Anyways, it's not poop. It's just,
Just crust. It's cat crust.
Cat pee crust or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, a little piss crust.
Yeah, so anyways, I was trying to chip that out of there. Thinking, okay, well, I want the litter box to be good and clean when I put it back. Make sure there's no skid marks on the edge or whatever. And, this bright idea washed over me to just throw some bleach in there.
Yeah.
And then, that'll tiddle it right up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Not thinking that piss is ammonia. And so there I am in the trailer. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a single-wide trailer. But it's kind of narrow hallway, and luckily there was a door right by where the laundry end of the hall, I should call it, because it wasn't a room, it was just the end of the hall by the bathroom. And, dumped her in there, in the bathroom, right there, and then all of a sudden it got, smoky, kind of, and then I realized what I'd done, and I threw the whole thing out onto the lawn, and, opened all the doors and the windows, because we have a bird.
Yeah, for sure,
and stuff, and, we had a cat and the dog still at that
Holy
time.
Crap.
So opened up all the doors and windows, and it didn't cause a whole bunch of smoke like a Cypress Hill concert situation or anything. Yeah. Hot box a car amount of smoke or anything. It was just, you could sort of see a bit of a foggy gas come off the pan, and the smell was slam you in the face.
Yeah. Hey.
So you'll know if you dump bleach onto something that has ammonia in it.
I was going to say, because people out there, they might not know. So don't do that. It creates chlorine gas, which is super deadly.
Yeah, super deadly toxic.
Yeah.
So I opened up all the doors and windows and hosed it out in the yard, and eventually it wasn't rank. I just filled it full of water, and the cat's like, "What'd you do, man?"
For sure.
You diluted enough, and then it dried in the sun, and it was fine. And it didn't get the fucking crust off either. So that was the worst part of it.
The worst part of it was it didn't even work.
Yeah, it didn't even fucking work. So
almost took a long nap.
Almost died from the ammonia bleach. That's my ammonia bleach story.
That's a good one.
Yeah, good memory of Cleo though. She was a good dog.
Aw.
She's probably out in the garden eating the fucking peas off the pea plants. I couldn't figure out why the peas were I had them all staked up so they're on the little pea fence.
Oh yeah.
And they kept the pea plant, because it's a stringy little thing, would get pulled half off there, and I thought, well, what the hell is doing that? And then the one day I happened to look out the window, and the dog had grabbed a bite of the pea and then would just slowly back up to pick the pea, because she doesn't have thumbs, so she just backs up and was ripping the plant off the thing to pick the peas. So
I thought you were going to tell a story about that's where you dump the ammonia bleach stuff, and then the peas didn't work or something.
Oh, no.
And,
No. It was just comedic way that the dog picked peas.
Because maybe I told this story already on the podcast. We're already at that point. When my cousin and I, Garrett, we were, just your whole concoction thing made me think of it, that we were at, I don't know, I was maybe 10, so Garrett would have been 8 years old or something, and we decided to let's make a witch's brew or a
Let's play
disgusting
science
potion.
lab or
yeah,
something?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So we grabbed, like cayenne pepper.
Ah, Freudian slip.
Cayenne pepper and like olive oil and I think even maybe
You
some
were
bleach and some other
wasting
stuff.
Brenda's
and,
ingredients?
I know, right? Yeah, sorry, Brenda.
Oh.
And just like mixed it all together all crazy and it was just funky, like so gross smelling, and it was sort of like, here, you take a drink. No, you take a drink.
Bleach in it?
No, we must not have put bleach in that because I think we were
okay.
like daring each other to drink it. So
Okay.
I think it was
in
just
a
all
juice
food
jug
stuff.
or something?
In like a jar, like a mason jar kind of thing. And so then all I remember is is my mom or dad pulling into the driveway into the back and us just, oh shit, freaking out and everything.
Did you put everything away?
I gave it to Garrett and then told him to like, okay, go, run, just take off with it. And
Like with the jar?
He ran out at the front door with the jar. Oh, maybe I did. I can't. Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, I did. And then I came all the way around, ran all the way around the block, came around the back, and then like dumped it over sort of in the corner of the yard.
Rhubarb?
And then nothing ever grew there again for like, I don't know, 20 years kind of deal. It was just a dead patch in the yard forever there. Yeah, it was so brutal. Sorry, Dad.
That's where that dead patch of grass came from.
He probably kept just trying to work it and get it going.
Just
and
dug out the area.
Yeah. Threw my cousin under the bus there a little bit too, but that's okay.
Sorry.
Statute of limitations got to be over for that shit, So anyway, I think it's some sort of kush.
Okay.
In the Bolski. I don't know if you want to have some of that.
Try it out.
Yeah. Oh, it's tasty though. I don't know what it is. It'd be nice to find out. Hey, yummy. Uh-oh. Did we break you? I'm about to break you.
That happened long ago.
That's my... Like, did I do that? Or you were broken before?
Doesn't matter.
Or your lungs?
Does it matter who broke me? You can re-break things, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's true. Glue it back together.
It's like that camisari or whatever it's called, where you... I think that's what it's called.
A camisole? No, that's
like a top.
That's a sexy
It's a nipple
thing.
cover.
Need one of those.
Well, do you?
Sometimes.
Just for restaurants.
What were you saying? Camisari?
No, that's the wrong word.
Oh, okay. We can look it up.
Yeah, it's like where pottery gets broken or a crack in it, and then it's like they fill it with gold.
Oh, like to fill in the cracks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how they do that?
So it looks more beautiful.
I've seen ones where they like...
It gets to live on.
I've seen ones where
It's
they
in
do it where they
Japanese
crack it
culture.
on purpose, but only the outer layer or something like that. I just watched a video on that.
That's like in glazes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this is like if you have a lovely piece of pottery that you're all like jazzed about having, and it's got this history and it's old or whatever, or maybe it's a new piece of pottery, and then you wind up with a crack in it, then they like paint gold into it to like repair it so that you can continue to use it, but then you'll always see the crack, but then the crack makes the piece more valuable because there's gold in it. They put like 24 karat gold or something
rather
in
than
it.
just glue.
Well, rather than throwing it away.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, because you can't glue your pottery together, because otherwise it's going to be, you're getting all that glue toxin in your food or your...
Right, that kind of pottery. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right.
It's like bowls and dishes and stuff.
The good stuff. Especially back in the day, right? When you used stuff like that all the time. You couldn't just go to Walmart and pick up a Tefal.
Corel.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
if Tefal makes plates. That would suck.
Oh, right.
Trying to walk to your chair
they
and
make
it's
everything
just
now.
sliding off your plate. I've done that. Just not paying attention with spaghetti on a plate.
Oh, yeah.
Just freaking lost it. Yeah, sucked.
You go to, like, reach for something else and just happen
Or
to
you're
tip
trying to
over a
carry
little
your
bit.
cup, or you're looking where you're going, or you look down to see the cat for a second. And zoop.
See, I do it with my cup all the time.
Where your
But
cup's
it'll be, like,
crooked?
full, so I'm holding it with one hand, and then it sort of just, like, does a little tilt forward.
It's got pretty long handle on it.
Yeah.
Like
And then
it's
I hear,
meant
like, a
for-
bloop on the floor. Like, oh, shit, whoops.
Then you gotta run your sock over that.
Yeah.
Make a clean spot.
Yeah, clean. Done.
There you go.
Floor is
I
mopped.
wash the floor every day.
You're welcome.
I know. I can tell. Sky clean.
Just because it's washed with orange juice,
That
It helps. It
explains
makes
the
it
sticky spots.
it helps with the grip, so it's not so slippery.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so you can relax your core while you're walking around.
I listened to a podcast today about ice, and just tangent road real quick. Speaking of slippery,
Ice.
yeah.
Tell us, like the.
Well, and it was like, why is ice slippery?
Oh,
basically,
not like the law enforcement crew.
No, not
That
immigration and customs.
The creaky door thing is our creaky door creaking.
Creaky door and not extreme wind, but windy.
Yeah.
And it's not extreme at all, I guess. Slightly windy.
Normally, there's a little stool I slide in front of it, but our landlady came and cleaned the chimney the other day, and she noticed that the deck was slippery. There goes the wind. And so she lent us her deck scrub and brush, so I gave that a scrub. So the door stool is out of reach. Right.
Maybe I'll fix that.
Yeah, maybe Jason's okay with putting his little toe on that. Well, it won't be slippery now.
No, exactly.
Right? That used to be why you don't... And it was kind of make your foot all funky color on the bottom.
Yeah,
kind of mossy.
That nice green, that algae look that you're going for on the bottom of your feet sometimes. Okay, let me go fix that real quick. Be right back, folks.
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it.
You guys can hear the wind?
Yeah, I guess if you guys hear the wind, you can hear the wind.
It doesn't make you spooky.
Get used to it. I want to do a remote one down at the beach. What are you smiling?
Oh my god, you guys should see Jason's hair. He popped off his headphones and then went out and then came back. You gotta kind of take it from down low. Take a down low picture. He's got two curls that separated, and he's got little teeny tiny bug antennas. You gotta go from down low. Yeah. Can you see the bug antennas?
Yeah.
Kind of makes a heart.
It's like
when he looked down,
Grinch.
it was yeah.
When his heart or his hair goes into a heart.
Yeah. Kind of looks like that right now. Exactly.
That's what you're seeing.
Yep. Oh man.
What's that?
Ugh! I just thought I saw Rocco because of the points of the shape of your tattoo at the bottom. It was kind of how his ear would go up in a little
really?
point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was weird. Oh, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw our little Yorkie that we used to have, but I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm Yorkie.
Yeah, it's tough
I'm
having
Yorkie.
those ones. You're okay?
Yorkie.
You're okay? You're Yorkshire?
Yeah, a little obsessed with the Yorkies.
They're pretty darn cute.
Yeah.
And a little yappy, some of
I
them.
thought they were pretty stupid before, but then I met Hugo.
They're smart, though.
He was pretty awesome. Yep.
Sometimes I miss the little bastard.
Oh, Sirocco! Rod Marley Bongo. What was his registered name?
Rod Marley Sirocco Bongo.
There you go.
Yeah. Rocco for short. Should have just called him Sir, I guess. Knightly. Rocco the Knight. Because he was Sir. Knighted.
Oh, doggies.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of got distracted there.
Anyway, you got on a little tangent there
I got
about
pretty
dogs,
excited
I think.
about it. I thought I saw our old dog. Haven't had a dog in a while, but
Yeah.
I'm open to it.
Any of you folks out there got dogs?
You guys got a hypoallergenic little dog for us?
Anybody got a Yorkie for us?
Yeah. A well-behaved one this time. We don't want one that's all
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, we don't want no fucked up dogs.
Don't want no fucked up dogs.
Yeah, we put in our time with Rocco. 7 years.
We put in a lot of good time. I've heard it. I heard it from a few people that
a lot of people said they'd just get rid of him.
Oh my god, I would have got rid of that fucking dog so long ago.
He was he was reactive, but
you don't get to see the cool parts though.
Yeah, he was our evil teddy bear.
Yeah, that's what I think is if you just take it and make it a bit of a personality, then he's just that grouchy little bastard that's also awesome and cute somehow.
Yeah.
I know a few dudes like that are old, grouchy bastards that are still
I don't
cute.
want somebody to give up on me.
Somehow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just got him another
dog. Feed me treats.
Yeah, we just got him another dog. We didn't know what we were doing. Milo was awesome.
That's the way to do it, right?
Milo outlived him. He really shone after Rocco was gone. It was like one of those dogs where you're like, wow, you are a good boy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, maybe it wasn't you doing all those bad things
on the
in the
floor
house.
and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, little doggies. Yeah, if you guys got a hypoallergenic one that's small, that's just, needs a...
Well-behaved.
Yeah, well-behaved.
I'd like a puppy, but not necessarily. I don't want to go through all the puppy
not
shit
necessarily.
either. So.
Yeah. Not that we're shopping for dogs on here, but...
No. Good call.
But if you guys want to hook us up, we're down for that.
That's so great. Yeah.
Anyways,
This will go for like a couple more years or whatever, right? And then
we'll have like 37 dogs.
People just be sending
Like,
dogs.
Yeah, we're not going to turn them down. We're going to need a bigger place.
Yeah, message us first.
Yeah.
Don't just send us dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I guess they'd need to know where.
Well, not like babies, like you used to be able to send your kid through the mail.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
was fucking awesome.
That's the way to do it, though. I was almost going to do that with myself, but
Yeah, just like 3-year-old you, just like,
Yeah.
hey, I got some supplies and snacks.
that's so great.
Just, I'll happy to take a train anywhere.
I had an idea back in the day. I was going to buy or rent a sea can. You know, like
Like a storage
a
container.
Connex. They also call them Connex container sea can, like a big
brand
boat
name.
thing that ships goods and services.
Like
not
the-
services,
the
ships
boat?
goods everywhere.
Well, I guess if
Just
you're...
the sea can.
Yeah.
And I was going to make it livable, and then get a dirt bike or like a decent little enduro bike,
Yeah.
and then travel all over the world in it and just ride around. And
But don't they ship the sea cans on like a giant
Oh
with
yeah, it's
500
completely illegal.
other ones?
Yeah, for sure.
Aren't
You might
they?
end up being stuck in the middle, and but you can also pay extra to have priority on the outside so that it gets loaded and unloaded quicker and everything too.
Oh, you mean
found
like
that
have it as a self-sufficient travel module
Yeah,
for
have it
getting
totally
around?
breathable and livable and
yeah.
everything. You can cook and whatever in it and
Pee and boop and...
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you could just kick open the doors and take off on
Baiting!
your dirt bike wherever you want in the
Or
world.
whatever
and,
you want to do.
Yeah, baiting all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear that wind? That is crazy. I can hear it in my headphones.
Yeah,
So good.
got up a little bit there.
Like,
Let's see. What are we at?
maybe you can't hear it. Maybe it's just...
Well, they can now when you're making that noise. Making that awesome wind noise. That's my wind noise that I
do the
do.
rustling sound.
Yeah.
Well, after 8 or 9 kids, I want to hear a bit of whistling.
Oh, I can't remember. What is that like last season or the season before?
Oh, from Letterkenny.
Yeah. They talk about. You go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think it was just like Old Lady Collins or something like that had like 9 kids and.
Yeah, they heard a whistling, but
heard a
she was
whistling.
eating an ice cream,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, you can't whistle when you're eating ice cream, but she was wearing a dress, so then they deduced that it possibly could have been her lady parts that were making the whistling sound.
And they all go through their own little.
Yeah.
It was even like a bit
They're
of a.
trying to figure it out around the table there. Yeah, but they're still trying to be respectful. It's, yeah.
Those are still my
It's an
favorite scenes
awkward
on Letterkenny, I
conversation.
think.
The awkward ones are the
Yeah.
most fun.
Yeah, when they're just going around and you get the, like, don't piss me off, Derry. He does all that stuff. I love those. It was so great. Rather than a lot of times they get into the whole hockey players and
Yeah.
all that stuff, which is fun. But
Yeah, it's more about the dib-dab.
54-kilometer wind gusts out there.
Holy
Southeast.
doodle.
So for
Don't
all
wanna
you
be out on
Americans
the
out
water?
there, you do the math on your own.
Yeah.
54 kilometers.
You can do it.
Get with the rest of the world,
What? So, weren't you saying something about Almond Roca?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
They had some at the store today, and I wasn't sure if I should pick some up because
Was it the homemade or the store-bought?
it was the
flavor?
homemade stuff.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure if you liked it all the time or just at Christmas sort of deal.
I just infrequently. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I don't need
Right,
it all
right.
the time. You know, if you have it all the
Right.
time, it loses its specialness.
Special thing.
Yeah, and you
Right.
just get fatter.
Okay. And can
If I eat it all the time, because it's, like I can leave some of the other chocolate bars in the thing, but if it's something that's fresh, I'm too cheap to let it go bad. I'm like, well, I'll just eat
yeah,
that.
I mean, may as well.
If I can't tuck it in the freezer
Yeah.
or wrap it up or whatever, then
Okay.
I'm not gonna let it go bad. I'm
Body
gonna
by Roca.
freaking eat the shit out of it if it's fresh. Yeah.
So I was wondering about that, and so I didn't get it today.
Okay.
I got you whatever it was after 8.
Yeah.
But
That'll keep.
But I looked up Almond Roca because it got me thinking about because it's such a weird sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like an after 8's chocolate and mint. Okay, sure,
Yeah.
I'd see that every fucking day. I got
Well,
it. Sorry, I got a
every
little
day
heated
that
on
you
that
go,
one.
every day that you go to the store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you
yeah,
go.
and they have it available.
Yeah, it's easy to find.
So I looked it up, and real quick here, I got her written down even 'Cause I know I'm profesh.
You can write?
Well, I typed,
Oh, okay.
I should say. But I can write.
If
Cursive, yeah, I can still do that.
I can curse.
I can fucking curse all day, if you ask me to. But I won't.
No.
Then it just loses its impact. Same as the Almond Roca.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So it was invented in 1912 by Harry Brown and J.C. Haley.
The company, Almond Roca?
The company, yeah,
Okay.
founders of Brown and Haley Company. So that's still, the bag of, or the tin of Almond Roca that you see. It
The
still
pink
says
tin?
the pink tin. That's like their signature pink tin. And back in the
cool.
day, you look up 1912 when they first started, it was a pink tin, basically the same color and Brown and Haley logo and stuff on there.
Okay.
And the company's name is said to have been inspired by Tacoma's head librarian, Jacqueline Noel, who chose the Spanish
Tacoma,
word.
Washington?
Yeah, Tacoma, Washington. Yeah. She chose the Spanish word roca, meaning rock, in English to describe the hard, log-shaped confection.
Because she fucking broke a tooth on it?
Yeah, probably. That's hard as a fucking rock.
It's like Almond Roca. Ouch. They're like, that sounds beautiful. And it's a bit of a warning
Yeah, they didn't even know.
to the Spanish.
Yeah.
Only Spanish people get the little nod that, hey, it's going to fucking hurt your teeth.
She told them, it means sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet almond
Yeah.
is what it means.
Delicious.
Yeah. They're just like, ooh, Almond Roca. Sounds fancy. We'll sell the hell out of that.
Sure, it doesn't mean rock.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like rock.
Well, back then, you couldn't just
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah, they didn't have
You know.
Google yet.
Yeah. Googlo. No, I'm not going to get all racist up in here.
Yeah. Pretend that you know Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's definitely not what's happening.
No. Cool. So that's Almond Roca. That's cool that it's the same company, kind of like Liam Perrins is the same
Yeah.
company from way
Yeah.
back in the
There's
invention times.
There's a cool video on, I don't know, somewhere.
In
where
the interwebs.
videos exist these days about Leah and Perrins and Worcestershire and how they make it and all that. You see all that one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's really
magical.
neat. Yeah.
You guys should look that up if you're interested in Worcestershire sauce.
It's got
Or
anchovies.
other old...
It's got old funky anchovies.
You're funky anchovy. Oh, sick burn.
Down at the funky anchovy.
Oh.
Let's go get a drink down at the old funky anchovy.
Yeah.
It'd be like a bar, like a
So-
seaside port. You know?
Speaking of Jim, I saw that funky old anchovy the other day. Just like... Just, you can imagine the smell, right?
She gave me a funky anchovy. Just, Did you pay for it? Why did you pay for that?
Should take her for a swim before you guys go at it next time. It won't be so funky.
Well, she came out of the water, so I figured she was
that's
good.
why. Never bang a mermaid.
Yeah, it was low tide, though.
It was low tide. She had low tide.
The low tide funk, stinking up the joint. That's my favorite song on low tide.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, made it up at the lagoon. I mean, we're inspired to write it
Yeah,
at the lagoon.
inspired. I like that.
Yeah, and stuff.
So you remember how we were talking about tortoises and
Yeah.
turtles last week because we were playing with
'cause
Batman
we
and
met
Tortoise.
Batman, Batman.
And we were talking about turtle I keep wanting
Folklore?
folklore. I keep wanting to say that
Well,
turtle
you could
folklore.
invent that if you want.
Sounds more fun though.
Later.
Turtle folklore.
Oh.
Right? Sounds like it's my new name. It's like Mantis Toboggan.
It's like the tortoises sit around telling folklore about forks.
Ooh, I like folklore.
They're like, and in the past, they'd take us on ships, and then they'd boil us and eat us.
The giant fork stabbed him right in his...
Yep.
That's rough.
That's when my imagination takes
Folklore.
me on the tortoise
It's
folklore.
kind of fun now.
Yeah. And then the other tortoises are like old enough to remember when that happened.
Ooh.
They were like, Jim never came
they
back
pass
out
on
of
the
the
story.
kitchen.
Jim the turtle.
Yeah, they're like, come in, we dropped some lettuce on the floor. The other tortoises are like, oh, you lucky bastard.
Ooh, lettuce.
And then he never came back.
And they do the...
Yeah. And then everybody's happy and eating soup later.
The turtles, too.
Oh, I don't know.
Jim is so delicious.
There's leftover.
I can't help it.
It's just like, oh, sorry, we don't have any fucking bushes for you to eat,
No more
guys.
lettuce, yeah.
Yeah, no more lettuce.
Yeah. Oh,
Son of a bitch. Well, we got good news and we got bad news.
You get mad turtle disease.
Oh my god!
That
probably.
sounds scary, actually.
Sounds awful, but it'd be tortoise though.
Sort of
'cause
slow.
The tortoises
Mad
live
tortoise
longer.
disease.
Yeah.
Oh, so that'd be way safer, I assume.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
salmonella there.
They last a long time, though,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Okay, so what were you telling us this about tortoises?
Oh, so that's speaking of longevity.
Yeah,
That's one of their things. In
that they live a long time.
pretty much in every culture in the world, they're like revered as animals of like meaning longevity and
Yeah, for sure.
hardiness and that kind of deal. And
Yep.
there's a if the folks out there will indulge me, there was a cool story. It's a Native American story about. Remember, I said Turtle Island,
Yep.
and that's sort of what like
People
I
call
thought
the
the
Earth.
world was based on or whatever.
Yeah.
So it turns out, according to ancient cultures and
Yeah.
what they thought and stories and stuff, at North America is Turtle Island, not necessarily the whole world. North America, yeah.
Makes sense.
And let me find my little story here that I found. It was kind of neat.
Finding. Looking through the files. Probably gonna cut this, but maybe we won't. And you'll get to hear my super awesome sing-song interlude.
Found it. So it says that some nations believe that the creator of all things flooded the earth because the people couldn't get along. So,
Makes sense.
Cautionary tale here, folks. And it says that they couldn't get along and they were fighting. And in one version, only the animals and Nanabush, I think or Nanabusho is how I'm saying that.
Okay, good job.
It's a spirit that appears in many Ojibwa, not an Ojibwe, Ojibwa apparently. I hope I'm not just butchering the hell out of all this, but
Yeah.
so according
As long
to
as you're
them,
not butchering the tortoises.
no, that's
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
a whole nother thing that we can talk about later. That I found out after doing some digging. That's like
We'll talk
ugh.
about after.
Yeah,
Off
I don't-
air. We don't want to bring the people
we don't
down.
even want to get into that.
No, we don't
and
want you
stuff.
guys to
And,
cry.
Yeah, no.
I already watched Fried Green
saw
Tomatoes.
some
Cried
pictures. And
enough.
you don't want to see fried green tortoises.
No.
No. Jesus Christ.
Ouch! It hurt myself
I hurt
laughing.
my soul. Sorry,
Batman.
turtles. I love you, turtles. Batman and all the tortoises.
So they've been revered.
Yeah, so, I don't even know where I'm at now. That was brutal. So the Nanabush, the spirit, he had a mother, I'm going to screw this right up, and a spirit father. So he's half spirit and half human.
Okay.
And so,
Kind of like
according-
Jesus.
I guess.
Like they say Jesus
Sure.
was?
Yeah, I think. Is
Or
that
something?
a whole thing?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't understand
Isn't he like
Bible
three
very
things? Isn't there the Father, the Son? Oh, that's...
good. Oh, those are three different things.
Oh, yeah, the Father's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
And it's up there and down here and sins and
You can rise
blood
on
and
up.
stuff.
Soaring
Easter.
eagles, soaring eagles. I don't know.
Rock flag and eagle.
Yep. That would have been your Instagram story there, right there.
Oh,
That
yeah,
little
hey?
moment.
All right, we can recreate it and then cut this part
Cut it,
where we talked
cut it
about
in
it.
post.
Yeah. So, according to the Ojibwa, when the Creator flooded the earth,
Yes.
Nanabush
Yep.
was left floating with the animals. He's all bloop bloop floating around.
Yep.
You know, he or she
Live
or
animals?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah. And so he had the amazing idea to dive down to the bottom of the water and bring back some earth to create new land.
Smart.
Smart, right?
That's
sort of like
what I would-
Waterworld,
yeah.
Kevin Costner style.
Might as well.
You know,
Bring
so
it
I
on
saw a
up.
few relations here with Waterworld.
Okay.
Nanabush dove down into the water over and over, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't reach the bottom.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
put
I know.
some other stuff in your pocket. You gotta put a rock in there. Or
rock in your
something.
pocket.
But there's no rocks because they're on the bottom.
They're all on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to find rocks. You'd have to go onto some weird thing, and you know.
There
I
would
don't
be
know.
none because it's all flooded.
Well, you could find some heavy animals,
Eat
jam
some
them in your
other
pockets.
animals. But then they're floating. Okay.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what did he do?
So
Figured it out.
it says when he grew too tired, that the animals that were used to diving down into the water tried.
Oh.
First was the loon.
Okay, I was going to say like a
Right.
duck or something. That makes sense.
The loon tried to reach the bottom, but the water was too deep.
Yep.
And he said when he was too tired, even the turtle tried.
Yeah.
But the turtle couldn't do it. He couldn't reach the bottom either. It says,
Turtles
finally,
are
there was
pretty
no
tough.
one left to take a turn.
Not even the hippos?
North America,
Oh, okay.
right? You know,
Right.
so
Yeah.
the muskrat came forward.
Oh,
Right?
muskrats are slippery.
Says that he offered to give it a shot. So the other animals laughed at him because he wasn't used to diving.
Oh.
Right? You know,
That's
I mean,
rude.
a muskrat, I mean, they dive a little bit, but not that deep.
Yeah, like get a clam or something.
I guess, you know. So it says the muskrat took a deep breath and dove down into the water. The other animals and Nanabush waited. They looked in the water for the muskrat, but the muskrat didn't appear.
Uh-oh.
They waited a very long time and had given up when they finally saw the muskrat.
Yay!
I should say that this is on like a CBC Kids website, so you know, it's fun, right?
It's fun up.
Yeah. It says
Dumbed
that
down so I'll enjoy it.
So they all rushed to the muskrat as he breathed his last breath. Yeah. And as the muskrat died, they noticed that he was clutching earth that he had brought up from the water. He did it. So the turtle told them that if the muskrat was willing to give his life, then he could give him his shell.
What?
They could put the earth that the muskrat had brought them on his back, and he would carry it for them. The winds blew and spread the earth around. That little bit of earth that the muskrat had brought back became Turtle Island,
Wowee.
which is what they consider is North America now.
That's pretty big dirt now.
Yeah.
Muskrat must have had big hands.
It's a lot of earth. You know. Well, they were bigger back then.
Right, okay.
Right, animals were a lot bigger back
Yeah,
then.
beavers
so,
are like the size
you know.
of like a truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I think that would have been awesome
Yeah.
back then to go. Good, yeah. And then, you know, at Tahiti, it says the turtle is the lord of the oceans. Chinese mythology, the turtle is a super powerful symbol.
Okay.
It's like one of the main. It's like turtle, dragon, I think chimera, and like serpent or something.
Wow.
Are like the four main things.
Heavy duty ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you just think about the armor and then the longevity. Right?
Yeah.
Turtles fucking see some shit, man.
Well, that's 100 and some years,
Yeah.
right? So yeah. But looking it up and everything, yeah. So in Chinese culture, they feel like that the shell is comparative to the sky,
Okay.
and that the flat bottom of them is like the disc of the earth, sort of a flat
So
earth
we're like
kind of thing.
inside the turtle kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, going along with the turtle.
Huh.
Yeah. And it was said that it helped the first Chinese emperor to tame the Yellow River, all that jazz, you know.
Okay.
So it became a symbol of long life and also stands for immutability and steadfastness.
Yeah, for sure.
But cool thing, not cool, I guess, actually
Well,
kind of dickish,
that's
but
like so stubbornness.
yeah, I guess too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't exactly just push a tortoise out of the way,
Yeah.
you know. But
Steadfast.
I found an article that talks about turtles in China, and now with modernism and stuff, it's sort of taking a weird turn where turtles are both revered and considered derogatory.
Oh.
Because you can call somebody a turtle egg, which is basically calling them a bastard in like the worst way
Oh.
kind of deal. Because it says that...
Because the turtles just like have the baby and bugger off.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so smart, princess. You're smart and funny and pretty. Yeah, you're like a triple threat.
Okay.
Excellent podcaster.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm pretty good at laying on this couch right now. Too.
Like a turtle egg.
Got
That's
a little
perfect.
casual.
Yeah, so calling somebody a turtle egg or a grandson of a turtle is like, I guess, a pretty good cuss word and stuff. Yeah.
All right.
And calling somebody turtle hair, it describes like a hedgeler or a waffler, unwilling to stick his neck out for anything. Yeah. And it says, some ethnologists conjecture that the turtle's cowardly habit of pulling in its head and playing dead at the slightest whiff of trouble.
Right.
Is, you know,
They're
so
not
you're
going to
like,
get involved. They're not going to go
Yeah.
be like, I'll get your purse back.
yeah, yeah, crazy, hey? Yeah, so, I don't know, it was kind of neat that, and then, like you said, yeah, the reason why is because they were considered a bastard. So, yeah, it says here that turtles crawl out of the ocean, dig a hole in the sand, and with their backs to the hole, they lay their eggs. The turtle then pushes the sand back over the eggs and returns to the ocean. The eggs are left to fend for themselves. Furthermore, islanders can stand behind the turtle as it lays its eggs and catch the eggs in their hands.
Yep.
The turtle does not even notice. The turtle fills the empty hole, never once looking back, and returns to the ocean.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like...
Instinctually, they did their thing.
Yeah, I just found it funny because...
The turtle's the bad guy,
This
not
was
the
on
bad-
a weird website, let's say, that
Okay.
I did a... It wasn't a didn't have to do too deep of a dig to get onto turtle soup websites and shit. I'm just going to say that.
Okay.
You know.
It's easy to find.
So, and it was weird that because some other websites were like, the majestic beauty of the turtle laying its eggs, and then the instinct of the turtles to come back every year and to do the same thing. And it was like the flip side. And then this was all about like, they just leave them behind, so it's okay. They leave them by the million, so it's okay to do what we need to do.
Yeah, we just back the truck up and scoop them in.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, oh, shit.
Okay.
There's like the duality of what you think about turtles kind of thing. Yeah. Like, okay. It was, a little weird.
Anytime you're eating anybody else, it's...
Yeah.
There's going to be two
sides.
sides.
Got to think about a little bit about where that thing came from. Or don't think about it at all. Yeah. And just eat it, I guess, is maybe the other way to go. But, yeah. Yeah, so that was turtles and turtle folklore and Turtle Island. I like the whole idea of the dirt and stuff.
So you want to eat some turtle eggs, or...?
I don't think I do.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, even chicken eggs. I'm still like, I like them. They're delicious.
Sometimes they hurt my tummy. So
yeah, hey, maybe that's your you know,
I heard
your conscience.
Just the fertilized ones are. So you look for the belly button in there.
There you go.
If they got the little white belly button in your.
Oh right.
In your egg, then you know it's been fertilized, and those ones tend not to hurt my tummy. But the ones that don't have a rooster in with the ladies, then those ones tend to hurt my tummy.
Right.
I don't know if it's like started the process or whatever, but. I don't eat eggs like I used to. I used to eat them like crazy, and I don't know. I just less animal stuff for me.
Because chickens just plop them out on their own, right? Like they're asexual plopping out eggs. Like they don't.
Oh no, they bang. They bang to fertilize them.
Okay, but what happens if they don't bang at all?
Yeah, then they just have eggs. Just like you know, like.
But do they still need a rooster around just to like, hey, keep her going?
No, it's
or
like
they just do it
any
anyway.
Other.
Right, bird thing.
Or like people, you get your cycle, you get a new egg every month or whatever, and then the other, so your egg comes out, same sort of thing. Yeah.
Us humans, we just don't scoop. We don't have somebody scooping ours up and eating them, right?
Maybe we do.
Oh shit! Can you imagine that? There's a conspiracy for you. Yeah. Oh, holy shit! The real
reason people are down with the diva cups.
Oh, the ladies' periods are going into somewhere, and then.
Yep.
Somebody's scooping those up, and it just
delicacy for someone. I'm
delicious.
Sure.
Yeah. You know what? It probably is a delicacy for someone out there, and
probably.
Sometimes I know we're not supposed to kink shame, but that's too far. I'm calling it. That's the line.
Might not be sanitary.
There's a line, and that's I think too far. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, reminds me of that. Vampire joke or whatever. The vampire goes into the bar and sits down, and the bartender's like, "Oh, do you want a drink?" And he's like, "Nope, just want some hot water, please." And then he like pulls out the used tampon and puts it in the hot water like tea.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Sorry, is there a punchline or anything?
That kind of is.
That's the thing. Oh, okay.
It's like more finessed when I heard it like 35 years ago, but yeah. Oh, brutal. Yeah, maybe they're like, oh, do you want a pint of blood? No, I'll just get some hot water. And then, plops that in
like a herbal tea.
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
Of thing. Yeah,
brought his own little tea bag. As if you want.
Earl Grey.
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't be a dude.
Yeah.
There could be a girl named Girl Earl. Earl the girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Bolskis.
So, smoke some weed about that?
Yeah, I got to now. They need a palate cleanser after that one. Between the whole turtle thing and the period thing. And
got dark there, guys.
Sorry, folks.
Didn't mean for it to get so dark this year.
Got a little tangenty there.
Got a little freaky.
Starting off 2023.
Freaky with it. Right? Speaking of freaky, though, I was listening to Morbid the other day, another awesome podcast. And the episode that I was listening to, the murderer had was like recruiting like his boyfriend to like do these horrible crimes with him. It's like, how do you bring up that conversation? Like, where does that come up? Like, oh hey, by the way, do you want to abuse and murder people with me? You know, like, how does that come up?
Well, you know, like between breakfast and lunch somewhere, I would
guess
assume.
all casual. Be
Yeah.
like, oh, so what are you doing today? It's like,
What do you got left later?
I got a little rape and murder, or murder and rape. I haven't decided which order yet.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
are you doing? Oh, I'm not doing anything. You want to come? Yeah, okay. You know?
oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, frick, I'm not doing anything till like 6. I got that yoga class, but sure, I guess I can make it. Jesus.
I'm sure I could schedule that in somewhere, Talk to my assistant. And...
So yeah, like Elena's big thing was like, how do you, bring that up? And it was four different people within like 1 a month. He got somebody else to come and join.
Oh, right.
His whatever. He wound up with like 4 different people that were like, yeah, sure, I'll come and like rape and murder people with you.
Well,
like, how do you even bring that up? How do you broach that subject?
Well, and that's I think that you just
Like a lot of booze, or
you just don't right away. We always hear on podcasts about like, oh, and then they talked them into doing this, and then
it's like a
he somehow talked his
thing.
wife into being okay with a 16-year-old girl being in the house as a torture victim and
Right.
shit like that. But it doesn't start like that, right? It starts off with, it's no different than if I wanted to get into. I'm trying to think of something that's like
rooster fights.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like.
Kinky?
Something gross or weird, or I can't think of anything gross or weird, But and you'd like slowly bring it up, or you'd be like, "Oh, did you ever see this? Have you ever heard of this kind of thing?" And
sexy?
Shit like that. Yeah, exactly.
And then just like laying around with zucchinis a lot, and then just
you get really into them,
just
and then
like eating.
slowly get a bigger zucchini.
Yeah,
you know.
Just you ever notice how zucchinis are shaped like my junk? Or whatever.
And green, just like my junk. And
well, I put some ointment on that if it's green.
But that's what I mean. Like on podcasts, you never hear that side of it. I don't think where they're like, they slowly talk them into it. They're just like, oh, and then they seemed okay with it, and same sort of deal. I think if you've done it to one person, or you know how to do it to one person, talk them into it, then it's easy to even just find those people that you think might be more inclined to do that.
Right.
Right. So you're almost like.
If you're already able to kind of push them around a little bit anyway,
or that exactly,
or influence them if you're a little bit older. Yeah, a lot of times I think this person, they had like younger boyfriends, like he was like mid-20s, and they were like late teens.
Yeah.
So they thought they were like getting to do something taboo and risky, and getting to drink and getting to,
Yeah.
Oh, I get to do that kind of stuff too.
That's exactly right. They're all into it, and like, oh, and he can buy booze and get drugs of any type and everything. And yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, for sure. And I think back, because like when I was 16 and stuff, or 15, 16, I knew dudes that were 20.
Yeah.
And I mean,
were they trying to get you to go pick up people to kill?
No, exactly. That's the thing. And, could I have been talked into it? Depends on the person who we're going to kill, maybe, but you know what I mean? Like,
if you presented a good enough case,
and I think like
possibility.
You don't see the every day, like that. Those 4 people in a month, he probably already knew the other 3. Like after the first one didn't work out, he probably already knew them because they all maybe hang out in sort of the same circles.
One a month. It was like a new roommate, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, and he'd wind up killing the one, and then. After they'd done some together, and then
and again with people that are sort of if they're already like unhoused, or they've run away, or that kind of style or whatever, or their parents are basically non-existent in their lives, so it doesn't matter anyway, and all of a sudden they go missing for a few days. The other friends, they're not going to get into a whole huff about it. They're going to be like, oh sweet, you got drugs now, perfect, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
So
I guess just an impressionability thing.
Yeah.
This one particular one that I was listening to, the person was like way above average intelligence, and but he'd had like a really terrible upbringing. His dad was abusing him and then left, and then his mom wound up just giving him and his siblings away at 6 years old into foster care, and foster care was
awesome.
Yeah, it was like the worst possible situation you could be in foster care, and they said that he had front temporal lobe damage, which means you're not as like there's less conscience. You know, like there's no guilty
You're just
conscience
not there as much. Yeah.
Like
It's like a lobotomy.
and impulsive. Like if you're like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, I want to go. You know, that person pissed me off. I'm going to go shit on the hood of their car. They just go and do it.
Right. Yeah.
It's not thinking about the consequences or thinking about, oh, okay, well, I got to go over there. Is anybody going to see me? And,
yeah.
you know, what if
There's
I fall off into my shit? Or
no social.
yeah, there's no inner dialogue. It's just like, that's an idea. Let's do that. And then it happens.
That guy must really not like Fords. You know, or something like that. Somebody just totally takes it the wrong way. No, you asshole.
That's the biggest bird I've ever seen. Because it's shitting on the
Since
car.
when is bird shit brown? What the hell?
Yeah. My God, Seagull, what have you been eating?
Steven Seagal?
Yeah, sometimes he poops big. Right next to the French fry shack, I guess.
Nice. Oh, I gotta lift my chair up. Whoa.
Oh, you're sliding down into the basement there.
Second floor, menswear.
Ladies wear sporting goods.
Lingerie. Sporting
Going
goods.
up.
I assume lingerie and sporting goods are both on the same floor.
Going down, sir.
Down in an elevator. No, how's that song go? Loving an elevator. Living it up when I'm going down. Wow, wow. I was singing some Danzig today. It was fucking rad.
You're the coolest.
Mother, tell your children not to look my way.
Isn't that the Doors?
No, that's Danzig.
Oh.
Yeah, I just sort of sing it with the Jim Morrison accent on there.
Okay.
Because I'm good like that. Well, I don't
Nice.
want to brag.
So mysterious, you just mix up all your... It's like a montage of impressions.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like
just sort of...
impression-tage?
Yeah, it's like a melody, a mashup. Impression-tage. It sounds...
It's awful to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, it
We'll
sort of
work
hurts.
on that.
Sorry, folks. You know. Impression-tage podcast.
Well, it sounds cool when you say it fast.
So, speaking of not turtles,
Not turtles.
but Batman.
Batman, my favorite tortoise. Our tortoise friend.
Yeah, I like that you did there, because I remember I was doing the little Batman like that, and sort of banjo style. And,
Yeah.
yeah. So that actually originated. I was in grade 8 or something ish, maybe. I can't remember.
Banjo Batman.
Yeah, Banjo Batman
Where
theme
did
song.
he come from?
So
Is it a show?
I don't know. Maybe this story's only funny to me, but it's, do you remember the old Batman TV show where it had like that, pow and bam
And it would do like a
and the thing
swirl,
spun with the Batman logo at you and
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah, and it just. It's a fucking ridiculous show. We should watch it a few episodes just
The
to sort
original
of
old school one?
yeah.
The
with
campy
Burt Ward
overacting.
and Adam West.
It was
and,
great.
Yeah,
I think I remember liking the lady on the show.
Eartha Kitt was
Yep.
the Catwoman, yeah, and then lots of others. And I don't know why it popped into my head though. So the origin of the banjo Batman theme song was from basketball camp when I was in grade 8. And
You guys were watching Batman?
yeah,
At
well,
camp?
I started too. So it all started with like day 1 or 2 or whatever. After we were all done camp for the day,
Yeah.
we'd all come upstairs, and it was in the Olds Alberta University or whatever there,
Ooh.
or the college.
Okay.
And,
so like a big dorm roomy kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had our own rooms or whatever set up and stuff, and then
Slick.
and then there was like a big center sort of room with a TV and everything in the corner, and
Yeah.
some other games or whatever to play. And so whatever perfect time, everybody would go in, change, you'd wash up a little bit, I don't know what you'd do, and then everybody would hang out in the TV room and click, turn it on, and there's the old Batman TV show.
It just happened to be on
Happened
at
to be
that
on.
time.
And so I just go full, like, what's that, Mystery Science Theater 3000 or whatever,
Yeah.
where they just start making fun of it.
Yeah.
And I can't help it. I just start riffing into it. I don't know anybody there. I think maybe my buddy Cam was there.
Yeah.
and there was one other person from our hometown, but otherwise it was like 3 hours away.
And you're just clowning it up. Because did you watch the Batman show regularly, too?
I think I did.
Yeah.
You know, so I at least knew what I was getting into.
Where you were like, I need to watch every moment.
No, exactly. Yeah. And so just every time they'd like come up with like, there was like a bat hollow projector thing, and I'd be like, oh, of course he has one of those. You know, who doesn't have one of those? I got one of those in my basement. And just whatever stupid grade 8 riff I could come up with at the time. And
little
so
one-liners.
This is where like my inflated ego.
The development of the ego.
Yeah, exactly. Years of self-analysis have really brought my ego down. And this is why it was up so high. This is one of the reasons why. So after a few days of doing this, and everybody just, the whole room. There's 30 other kids just killed. And every episode, every 2 minutes, and boom, 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 just killing. And so it was like one of the last days, and we all go walking in and everything, hey, da-da-da, and I go, and there's a chair singled out with like even a little table beside it, I think, and everything, right in front of the TV. For me to sit on like a
Elvira?
throne, to make fun and riff on the whole Batman show.
That's awesome!
Everybody's sitting around and standing around and stuff, and I kept having to like look back, wondering like, are they punking me? And are they actually making fun of me back there or something? Like, what the hell? Because I wasn't good at basketball. I was a chubby kid then. So, I couldn't kill on the court, but, afterwards.
Slayed in front of the TV.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was so funny. I just felt like a fucking golden god walking into that room, and they were all just like, literally like a Vanna White with their hands out sort of thing. Like, oh, here's your chair, sir, kind of deal. I was like,
you were the entertainment
no way.
for the evening.
Exactly. Yeah. Aww. It was so great.
That's where you shone.
I should find out if Cam remembers that or not.
If he remembers it like that.
Yeah, let's see exactly.
So he's like, remember we put you at the front so we could laugh and point.
So we could make fun and point at you.
So we could point the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be hilarious if his whole thing was just like...
Yeah, and you're like,
no, that was this other guy. You remember that?
Yeah, maybe don't ask him. It's a good memory now.
Deflate my ego a little bit. Yeah, it was funny. So I don't know why. When I was thinking about Batman and... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just popped into my head. And yeah, like, oh, that's where the ego comes from. Right. It's been helped by others.
That was when you first discovered that you were an entertainer.
Yeah, exactly. Probably.
You're clown around with your family and stuff, but like the first time you do it while you're away and you're on your own.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you really like find yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was really neat doing it at the birthday party. Yeah. We talked about it last episode, but it was really awesome just to... Yeah, finally, I got in touch with my ego.
There you are. Come on, you don't have to do basketball, I promise.
Yeah. My ego would never come with me, though. It'd be too stubborn. It'd be like, well, fuck you. If you want me to do that, then I'm not doing that.
I'm going to stay outside and smoke dope with the cool kids.
I'll come along with you. I want to, but that's it.
I don't need your coolness.
I don't need your... I got plenty of my own.
The man.
Yeah, exactly. You're the man.
Didn't you know about conspiracies and this time we fought people in Drayton Valley?
Remember that time?
Yeah. Berta!
Yeah.
Could have been that way.
Oh, man. That's good times.
Good times.
Yeah, we'll have to... Maybe we can do a couple of rewatch episodes of the Batman TV show.
Yeah, I only caught bits and pieces of it. I think there was like the Sci-Fi Channel. Was there a Sci-Fi Channel?
Yeah.
And, and I had a roommate that was totally into it. And so sometimes I'd catch it. But it was like only on at certain times, right? It wasn't like it is now where you can watch whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it's got to be. The old ones are on YouTube probably even or whatever.
Yeah.
By now.
Probably. I found Kids in the Hall in there.
Yeah, for sure.
The raccoons. All my favorites. I'm like, holy shit, I can just watch that? It's great. If I'm crafting, I do Kids in the Hall because I've sat and watched it so many times now, like all the seasons that I can put it on and I kind of have an idea what they're doing.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
That video you showed me of the kid carrying the raccoon, bringing it in like a puppy.
Oh my god, I just was like, awesome. There's Jason.
That was so great. I totally do that.
There was a video on Facebook today of a little boy. Well, I don't know. What was he, like 8? 7, 8?
10 to 12?
Yeah, ish. Yeah, I don't know. Like that size kid. And he, like, just kind of comes walking into the living room of the house, and he's got, like, a raccoon, but he's holding it like a cat. It's, like, facing him, but
He's got it, like, gripped around the tummy.
Its torso is the same size as his.
Oh, yeah, it's not a small raccoon.
It's the maximum size. I didn't turn the sound on to watch it, but holy hell.
That was so funny. And
He's just like pleading with his parents to keep it.
It's totally sort of into it. Like, it's not into it, but it's not like freaking out or anything.
Than the cat does.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, it was sort of like, okay.
It was probably like scoping out in there. Like, well, fuck, they're going to leave the door open sometime.
I see cat food down there. I could go for that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice and warm, and I could hide underneath there for a little while, and,
hang out by the couch.
Yeah. Rabies there. I could give rabies over there. It's perfect.
Oh, man, you've always wanted a raccoon.
It was super cute. Watching him hold that thing.
Do you think you'd be itchy? Yeah, I was super jealous. That's why I sent it to you. Yeah. I was like, oh, Jason's always wanted a raccoon.
That's my ideal. Like, when we have the room and the space and everything.
To rescue raccoons.
Yeah, well, it'll be a raccoon and crow rescue. Ravens, too.
Raven rescues.
Yeah, COVID, type of...
No.
That's what they're...
Not allowed to call it that anymore.
Oh, shit. Right. I wonder if they're going to change that.
No.
It was before... Yeah, we were first.
Now you have to say it like COVID. Nobody wants it.
Or Crovid, for the
for the people that like to mash stuff together.
Who doesn't like just mashing things together?
Not you and your bike.
Like really good sex,
Like you and your bike seat. Throwback to episode 2 or something.
Episode 1 or 2.
Episode 1, maybe.
Yeah, I can't even remember now. It's so long ago.
Still haven't ridden the bike again.
Fuck that bike.
Fuck that bike and its stupid ass. We ride the recumbent sometimes.
On my drive home, I was like, I bet I could weld a bar up, a little bit more
to make
so that I don't have to mash
lighter?
on everything so much. I don't have to be leaning over with all my weight just on my balls.
You could just maybe take the car instead of the bike.
I guess. Walk. Yeah.
Or you could.
Yeah.
Just go swimming
or
something.
That whole walking thing that. Swimming in the cold.
Go swimming.
You've been digging on your ice baths and stuff, eh?
Ice
showers?
I turn the shower down to all the way cold at the end.
Yeah,
but I haven't been able to do 2 minutes yet. But yeah, just the benefits of ice baths. I listened to Warwick Schiller's podcast, The Journey On podcast, and he's a horseman and trainer. But
half horse, half man?
Oh, no, he's all man.
Oh.
I think. Well, as far as I know.
Excuse me.
Yeah, his wife Robin Schiller seems to like him. And anyways, they're all about, he's kind of doing a spiritual awakening, kind of, I think, in the last 4 or 5 years or whatever, and really been open to, healing your body and stuff like that. And so they've read about how ice baths can be beneficial because they can reset your dopamine levels. So if you're looking at your phone or whatever quite a bit, and then your dopamine, you get extra dopamine for that, but then your reset is lower and it's harder to get that. It's hard to feel better if you're always doing that kind of thing.
It's like charging your batteries to 50% only the whole time.
Yeah, and I think I explained this before, in the wild we used to have pain or whatever in our lives, step on something and you learn or whatever, or you have to do grueling physical labor just to stay alive.
Yeah.
And so our body is meant to release and reset your dopamine level that way. So that's why a lot of people, they'll go get a tattoo or something like that, where you have to endure it. You can't just, fucking get up and walk away, but a lot of people feel better after they've gotten a tattoo, and they don't know that, but it's the same sort of thing as the ice baths. I mean, eventually you run out of clear skin for getting that release, but it's that sitting and enduring the pain and being with it and going through it, and so there's something that physically resets your body so that you can be happier, easier. That's why you feel like fucking $1 million after your new tattoo. You're like, fuck yeah, right? It's all set back to factory reset kind of thing. So the ice baths do the same thing, because it's your body's pain response is like, get the fuck out of there, save yourself, get out of there.
Yeah.
You know, and your inside's like, come on, what are you, stupid? Get out of the fucking ice. You know, trying to save you.
Right.
And by being able to go through that and breathe through it, and then, you know, be able to come out of it, then your dopamine levels reset. So then it's easier to be happy. So and then there's it helps with fibromyalgia and all kinds of other awesome benefits too. But, yeah, I've been chicken shit to jump in the ocean. I've been wanting to do it. And then when New Year's was coming up, I'm like, yeah, we should do polar bear swim. 'Cause I did that with my mom a couple of times. We went down to Cable Beach and we went in the water on New Year's Day. Yep, and you just come out. We had blankets and stuff. A lot of people do a fire, and a bunch of people do it, and lots of communities do it. So they'll have like a, you know, I can't remember which town it was or which island, and they had like a hot dog cart kind of thing set up, and so people could come and get like a hot dog after.
That's
and
crazy.
It was like the community paid to have, I think, that and hot chocolate or something like that, or tea available for the people after they came out of going for their dip. So
that's cool.
Yeah, we used to do it as a community, and I was like, yeah, I should totally do that. And then New Year's came, and I wanted to, but at the same time, it's a lot easier not to do it.
That's exactly.
But every day I've been visualizing it, so I'm like, okay, I've decided I'm going to wear Crocs. I'm going to put the heel part on. I know what part of the lagoon I'm going to step off into, because there's a bit of a drop-off at the point there on the inside. Get it when the tide's nice and high, and then go off the edge, and, you know, and go in. They say to
wear a toque is the other trick, too.
Yeah, I got a lot of hair. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll stay in the full 2 minutes, but I think, you know, like, if you can, that's great, and they say you should have, like, a buddy with you, but a lot of people are doing it in the deep freeze, so they'll have a chest freezer, and then they fill it with water, and then they dump a bowl of ice in there.
Bugger.
And then they get in, and you got to get in all the way up to, like, your chin. So you just get in, and they say if you're, like, breathing in 5 and out 8 or something like that, like, you're really focus on your breath, and just focus on your breath. And it's like with Robin and Warwick Schiller, when they did the podcast summit in November, I think it was, they had some guests that came and did the ice baths too. And so Robin would, like, be looking them in the eyes, like, you're getting through this. And some people are, like, going through all kinds of emotional breaks, and, like, all kinds of stuff comes out, you know? They're like, fuck, I didn't think I could do this. And then they came out of it, and they're like, I fucking did that. And she's like, you can do hard things.
Yeah,
You know, and you just think, holy shit. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to turn the fucking tap down, turn the hot off a little bit more in the shower. So I've been doing that since summer. And we have gone in the lake a couple times in the summer. No, once in the summer, and in the ocean a few times in the summer. But
when it's been a little coldish.
Yeah, you know, it's still, it's still North America. It's not really warm.
I went in that one time when it was like, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But it was pretty fucking good after the kids.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I went in, and it was like,
end of April.
I wanted to say April-ish or something. Yeah, it was still pretty fucking cold.
Yeah, because Rihanna went in on...
And it did feel awesome.
The next day was my birthday.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it might have been on my birthday. I think we went to the beach.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down for doing it.
Factory
too,
reset.
Or giving it a try, at least. And
yeah.
I had a half-decent plan, I thought, before, where, like, I'd have a toque and a setup and a towel there ready to go. And have the car nice and really warm.
Yeah, have the fire going at home.
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
You can just buzz back.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I should tie a rope to the log, so that if I have to, like, pull myself back out because I need shock, and then I'm like, maybe I should wear, like, a life jacket, and then I'm like, now you're just, like, accessorizing.
Yeah.
You know? And I know I could scramble up the bank if I needed to.
Well, I know that I could do it without hurting myself or convulsing or passing out or anything, you know.
Jumping in the ocean.
But it'd be more a matter of, like, what am I willing, or how long am I willing to stay in for? Because when I do it in a normal pull bit, you go in, you go, oh, holy shit, and then you, oh shit, and you hop, you hop out.
I'm sure that helps too.
Well, for sure, it feels awesome after.
Minutes, but for the full,
because it's a huge adrenaline rush / dump. You're just like, afterwards you feel awesome.
And what was it, Jeannie? Was it Jeannie had said that did 15 minutes the other day in the ocean?
Yeah, hey, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Woo,
and that's, you just build up to that, right?
That's fucking deadly.
So when I was asking about it, like, last year, there was quite a few people. I want to say, like, 8 to 10 to a dozen, maybe, other people that did it. They were all sort of doing it separately, but, yeah. So,
well, if anybody wants to do that, help hold us accountable to go and do it. I think I want to do it, so if any of you guys are local and you're into it, let us know, and maybe we can get together and do like a little group thing or something.
Yeah.
If not, we're gonna.
I might need something like that, right? Same with the comedy thing.
Yeah.
Where if it wasn't for that, I was starting to think about looking for open mic nights in town.
Yeah.
But not living in town 2 ferries away. It was an easy out.
Easy reason not to.
Yeah. And then like we even talked about maybe doing like a talent show on island or something, and then even that I probably would have like
COVID hit.
Yeah. But even then I might have like just backed out on comedy and been like, I'll just work behind the scenes and do some of that stuff.
Like, oh, my ankle hurts.
Yeah, exactly. My ankle hurts. I can't do stand-up comedy. That's great. My knee.
COVID.
Yeah. Well, sit-down comedy. Nobody's watching that these days, right?
Maybe.
It's no fun.
Maybe you need a puppet.
Did you see that one?
See what one?
That I shared the other day. I found a guy. I hope I don't screw up the name because I don't have it here right away.
He's into puppets?
No, it's a comedian that does... let me just...
Like has a puppet lover?
Sorry. He uses a puppet and then does his whole Randy Felt face.
Okay.
It's a guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
that's
it's like
the name of the puppet?
That's the name of, the puppet / guy, Randy Felt face, yeah. And he sort of looks like a dong. He looks like a...
Oh my god, that's great, with no hair.
Yeah,
big
no
eyes.
hair and his big bulgy eyes and stuff.
It's not a person, it's an actual Muppet.
Yeah, exactly,
So you don't see the person, it's not like a... What's the Jeff Foxworthy? Who's the guy who had the puppet?
There's this one. He's doing like...
What, Zen Master one?
Doing like a meditation. And it's funny because... You forget, I'll post these pictures maybe, but because he's got closed eyes, so that's a totally different set of eyes.
Yeah.
Right, on a puppet.
Yeah.
Because it was funny because there was a lot of people like, oh, good for you to relax, Randy, good for you. And then a bunch of people, there's guys that were like, oh, I've never seen you with eyelids before. Like, oh, right, he's a fucking puppet. Right. Like, right, that's a whole nother set of eyes, when he's got his closed eyes.
He's got to, like, look away so you can put the other eyes on or something.
Yeah, so he does a whole thing where he's like, there's like a bit of a podium or a bit of something in front of him.
Yep.
And then he does his whole shtick through a puppet. And I thought, that's amazing. That's hilarious. That's perfect. Because like me, I was so sweaty, and I was so worried that I was so sweaty. That I was thinking more about my sweat.
It was distracting.
And how much is that affecting everybody else's looking at me being sweaty and nervous?
Aww.
I know, right? And so I thought, the more I do that, then I'm sure that'll help, or I could wear a sweatband or something as part of my gig even. But then I saw that, and I was like, no, I don't want to copy that or rip that off, but I could make a puppet. I've always wanted to make a puppet. I like puppets.
Yeah, you got to make a puppet, and then...
I'm good at it.
And then make your costume work into the background of whatever it's on. Make yourself like a mossy hill or something that the puppet's sitting on. Or something, or you're part of the brick wall.
The log or something on it.
You're a log. What?
No. The log could be like when I'm behind.
Oh, okay.
Or something.
No, I meant like have your costume be part of the background. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, never mind.
Totally confused.
Never mind.
Well, you got to tell the people now what you mean.
Yeah, I explained it, but you didn't get it.
Okay. We'll put out a poll. Does everybody understand what she means?
Yeah.
Costume in the background?
Like, you'd be like the boulder or whatever, and the bushes.
But still working the puppet.
Yeah.
But I would be, I see.
Of the
not just hidden underneath something.
Yeah, he's sitting,
I get you.
Sitting on the boulder or whatever. Or the mossy log.
I'm the tree.
I'm like,
beside him or something.
If you want to lay down the whole time, it seems like a lot. But...
I like that, though. I could do like a sloth that's hanging on a tree branch, and I'm the tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. I dig that.
And then if you wanted, you could interact. It could be like an ent tree.
But then you'd see my mouth. Does that matter?
Well, you put a little veil over
yeah, a
it
little
or something.
shroud over.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
That's...
All right. Copyright.
Okay.
Trademark. Patent
Probably
pending.
never going to do
All
that,
right.
but just in case.
I might do that. I might talk to our local awesome puppeteer, puppet maker person
peoples?
and try to do something like that. Because that could be done on stage and we could film it and then put it out to the people. That might be awesome. Because I thought he can get away with saying almost sort of whatever he wants to because nobody... I don't know if people know who he is. I haven't dug enough into him yet. But yeah, if you're hiding behind a puppet...
Yeah.
You know,
then you don't have to worry about all the fame and paparazzi.
That's exactly right.
That's what you were, yeah.
Paparazzi. Lady Gaga.
Oh my god.
Remember when we were listening to that the other day?
Yeah.
I'm a taking paparazzi. Basically exactly like Lady Gaga.
Huh.
Right? Lady Gaga?
The cat's now leaving. He's
had enough of that shit.
Licking his paw in defiance, and he's like, "Oh, this door's open. I guess I'll sit in the cold outside."
Yeah. On that note,
if that noise is happening in the house. Oh wait, no, he's making a run for the bedroom.
Oh no, so he's coming back for more.
Okay.
He loves it.
He's out of it.
You know,
out of here.
Papa.
I'm out of it.
You're out of it. You're done.
I'm out of it.
Anybody else out there still? Is this mic still on?
Song. That's like a song for at the end of the movie when you want everybody to get the fuck out the theater so you can clean it up for the next.
It's like that
group.
Lord of the Rings. The song at the end of Lord of the Rings is just so bad.
What do you mean?
Right at the end of...
You're just calling out Lord of the Rings on our podcast?
Yeah. The very end song of it, it's just so like... And I'm sorry for whoever sings it. I'm sure in the right context, maybe it's really nice.
Is it the last movie? Which movie?
I want to say it's the first one.
Oh,
even.
Okay.
Wasn't that one? Maybe it's not Lord of the Rings. Maybe it's some other one.
700 fucking years long. It's all orchestric, or how do you say that?
Oh yeah, maybe it's not Lord of the Rings. There's some movie that we watched that was like that, and even you, every time it comes on, you're like, "Oh, shut that off, quick!"
They just want you to get out of it.
Whatever it is just like it's some woman's voice that's saying that it's just like way over the top compared to the somber ending that they just ended the movie with,
and
it's like
bore you.
Blah, 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 get the fuck out the theater. You're just like, holy shit, what is that? Let me out of here. Sorry, kitty.
And the cat's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna split too. Sorry about your ears for that
note,
last part. We might
anybody's still with us.
Cut this.
There, folks.
Oh man. Okay, well, let us know if you're into doing ice baths, or I probably won't clean out the deep freeze and use that. I don't think I would fit in ours. It's an apartment size. Do you have like... Oh,
lots of spillover.
Okay,
you know, I can see that happening.
A story from somebody. Sorry, I know we're done.
Meh.
But there's
people are used to our long goodbyes.
Yeah, somebody went in to buy the deep freeze to do their ice baths in, and they asked how many if you could fit a body in
it, of course.
Yeah. Could you fit a body in there? I don't know. And her husband's like 6 feet tall or whatever. But like, well, if a 6 foot tall person, would they fit in there? Oh man!
Well, I thought you were going to say that I would get in and test it.
Well, she could, but she was smaller, so yeah.
And I'd like bring in a little step ladder, even your own little step ladder, flunk, put it down and hop in. That'd be great.
So could you take your boots off next time?
Close the lid real quick. Take your boots off.
Well, they leave the lid open.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's safety first, right?
I'd be worried about the water displacement. That's why I'm just going to go in the ocean instead.
Yeah, that's salt.
Even though it's way colder.
Energy of the ocean side of it too. Then, and I've done definitely a couple of water ice baths.
Okay.
Pretty hardcore. The one was pretty brutal. It was like when I was a kid, and I fell in, and friends were like shooting pellet guns as I was clambering for the broken ice to get out and stuff.
Are you sure that wasn't just a bad dream? Or?
No, it was a real thing.
Huh.
Looking back, it really wasn't that bad.
Bit of trauma.
You know.
Sure, maybe we're going to be here a little longer. You guys sit back down.
We'll work that out some other time. We'll unpack that baggage.
We're going to need another bag of chips.
Yeah. We'll let that baggage go on the carousel a couple more times.
Yeah, somebody else will claim that, hopefully.
That's like that meme. Did you see that? Where it was like super security everywhere in the airport except for the baggage claim.
Yeah, you can take anything you want when you're there.
I wondered that myself. Like, I'm not a thief, but I hate to say it, but sometimes I think
people bugger off
like a
stuff?
thief. I think I look for.
Well, don't you have to go through customs after it?
Is what it is.
Don't you get your suitcase and then you have to go through customs, or maybe not? Maybe you just go.
No,
through
you go
whatever
through all of that
carried
stuff,
on.
and then because you can grab your thing and then go.
Wow.
You know, So I always wondered that myself. I'd be like, well, there's mine, and then that one's mine, and that one's mine also. You never know what you're gonna get. But
I guess.
This is how fucked up my mind works. Is that I would never do it because I'm more respectful of other people.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I would never actually do it to the person because I wouldn't want to be that person that had it done to me.
Yeah.
And that's the way my mind goes. But the other way my mind goes is that might be kind of like a fun little lottery every time I go to the airport.
Just
come back with a couple extra bags and see what you get.
Fucking clothes from vacation.
That's all part of the lottery. You never know what you're going to get, right?
Dirty
somebody's old
panties.
Yeah. Some weird Mexican sex toy that they brought back or something.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Who even knows what they have down there for sex toys?
I don't even know. But as soon as you open it, you're like, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, on that note.
Mexican sex
holy
toys.
Shit. I think it just came up with the episode title.
There's your band name.
Yeah.
We
are Mexican sex toys.
This week's t-shirt.
And they still have a British accent.
Yeah. Well, because they're Mexican sex toys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, their parents. Yeah,
that's what they're into.
Moved to England.
Okay.
They're doctors.
Oh, yeah. I see. I thought maybe they were still British, but their parents were, really into Mexican sex toys, and then they rebelled against that by making the punk band and naming it Mexican sex toys and be like, yeah, fuck you, Mom. Fuck you, Dad.
Like an act of rebellion?
British punks, and we're going to be Mexican sex toys. And
okay, well, we'll work on the backstory for this compelling drama that Jason's writing.
Is that a thing? Tell us. Is that a thing? Let us know at...
I think Tell Us is.
On Facebook at... I'm just going to cut it right there. Hard out.
Tell us?
Tell us?
Let us know what you think.
Snow? Let us know?
Let us know.
Let it snow, let it snow, let us know. Let us know, let us know. I like that. We'll have to remember that at holiday time.
That'll be our next Christmas one. Yeah. Next winter.
At We Can't Pick.
We Can't Pick. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook, and you can see what we're up to on there.
And tell YouTube.
Friends, coming soon to YouTube in the future.
Yeah, soon. By next week. By next week it'll be up. Yeah, for sure. Because it's almost up now, but I exceeded the YouTube upload limit.
Yeah, you
which
did.
I've never done before. So congrats to me.
Yay!
Speaking of inflated egos.
Content!
How do you guys work on your egos out there? Let us know.
I meditate.
Yeah, hey?
Been doing this.
Yeah.
This meditation.
I tried it. Sorry, cut you off. My ego cut you off there.
Yeah.
You good?
Swooped in.
I try to
Your
just
ego
consciously think of.
Just swooped in.
Yeah, my ego came down and took your fish.
You do get eagle calls. You were, yeah. He chirped at an eagle at the beach the other day.
Yeah, it took off.
It flew away. I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
I thought I was a bigger eagle. I assume.
It was like, "You ate my eggs."
They were good.
They did look delicious.
Well, turtle soup and some eagle eggs. That's delicious.
Oh man, saw some canned eagle there the other weekend, but we didn't get any. We were gonna. Yeah. It was only $5. I should have got it.
Apparently, they're not endangered or anything
Deep
anymore.
regrets.
Somebody told me that the other day, so I gotta look that up.
They were like,
I can't see that.
Go ahead and shoot them.
Well, that wasn't the context.
Open season. Okay.
No.
It wasn't like.
No. Well, maybe it was Canada gooses.
What?
Yeah, Canada gooses aren't endangered.
No, people can eat those.
That's what it was. Yeah. People can shoot and eat those.
Need a license.
I would imagine. Canada goose license.
Seems oily.
Anywho.
Okay.
Love you all.
Keep her tight.
Have a great week. Keep her real.
And
keep her real tight.
Proud of you for kicking.
Learn and burn.
Love you guys. See you next week.
Woo!
Wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet. We hope we didn't cause too many bories. That's when you get bored and you're like, fuck this, and you space out and you look over there. You don't want to quit listening 'cause you love us. and you're putting up with our shenanigans.